Southwest Florida's news source. This is Fox 4 News at 6.
All new at 6 tonight, a Collier County middle school teacher facing child porn charges. What police say he did with one of the students that he was supposed to be educating.
Even more problems for Carnival Cruise Lines tonight. Why the second cruise ship just this week is now out of commission.
There's a new effort to put fire sprinklers in all of Cape Coral's new homes, but find out why one developer is calling the plan illegal.
4 in your corner following breaking news in South Florida first, though. An airplane crashing into a small parking lot in Fort Lauderdale. 3 people confirmed dead right now. We're bringing you brand new video from the scene. This is near the Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. So this is a commuter airport, not the main one there. The video coming into our newsroom from the Fox station there. We understand this was a small plane that crashed, and you can see some of the cars and trucks that are charred from the fire that came from the crash. Firefighters on the scene right now, along with paramedics. The Fox station in Fort Lauderdale just speaking with an eyewitness a few moments ago. Here's what he had to say.
Unfortunately, it started to roll. There was probably no way the pilot could react to the adverse conditions, and unfortunately, it crashed.
4 in the corner giving you a live look at the scene right now. Again, we're getting reports that at least 3 people are dead as a result of this plane crash, presumably folks who were in the plane. We're not getting any reports of anyone on the ground being hurt, but you can see how many cars are affected. So this is a fluid situation. We'll continue to update you with the latest information on this breaking story in the Fort Lauderdale area, on air and online on fox4now.com.
4 in your corner also following a developing story out of Collier County. A man who was supposed to be teaching your kids now accused of betraying that trust.
A Naples middle school teacher facing child pornography charges after deputies say he engaged in a sexually explicit exchange with a student. 4 in the corner's Katie Jones live at Pine Ridge Middle School in Naples, getting the school district's response to these shocking allegations.
Yeah, 37-year-old Clint Rickelman is a teacher here at Pine Ridge Middle School in Naples. He's now facing 3 counts of pornography involving the solicitation of a child. Now, according to the police report, this all started last week. He sent sexually explicit Facebook messages to a female student at the school. She alerted school officials and showed authorities some of the exchanges. Rickelman was then questioned and charged. Now, the Collier County School District just sent out a statement about the arrest saying, quote, because Mr. Rickelman is the subject of an ongoing criminal investigation, it would not be appropriate for the district to comment at this time. However, it is appropriate to say that the district continues to work cooperatively in partnership with the sheriff's office. Mr. Rickelman has been reassigned to the administrative center. Now, we talked to many of Rickelman's neighbors earlier this afternoon. They were all very shocked to hear about what had happened, and we're going to hear from them coming up tonight at 10. Reporting live in Naples, Katie Jones, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you, Katie. Tonight we're learning a Charlotte County man is accused of sexually assaulting a 5-year-old little child. 63-year-old Terry Hall Jr. in jail tonight after deputies say he inappropriately touched the child and made her perform oral sex on him while he was supposed to be babysitting her. They say it all happened on several occasions between 2003 and 2004. The alleged victim is just now coming forward after finally telling her mother. Hall is being held without bond. A Fort Myers massage parlor being shut down after police say it's involved in a prostitution operation. Officers closing down the New Asian Massage located on Boy Scout Drive. Police say this comes after an undercover operation in which detectives posing as customers were offered sexual favors in exchange for cash. 2 women, including the owner of the business, are now facing charges that include soliciting prostitution. The business has been given a 3-day eviction notice.
New surveillance pictures coming into our newsroom tonight of the 2 guys who robbed a Lee County Subway store at gunpoint. Deputies say these 2 guys broke into the Lehigh Acres Subway on Monday night. They were armed with guns, demanded money. They want you to take a really close look at these pictures. If you can recognize these guys and help catch them, you could get a cash reward. Don't have to give your name when you call Crime Stoppers. 1-800-780-TIPS. In the Storm Patrol Center now with meteorologist Michelle Cunningham, and the big question, today's so nice, what's the rest of the weekend going to do?
Well, it depends if you like it warmer or if you like temperatures like they were today.
Today was perfect.
Today was just about perfect.
Yeah.
A little warmer tomorrow. So nice across Southwest Florida. I hope you had time to get out and enjoy it. And if you didn't, look forward to the weekend because it is good out there right now. We are in the mid-70s, a little bit cooler Marco Island, but winds not nearly as breezy as we saw yesterday, and we are using the power of 4, scanning the skies. Not a drop of rain out there across southwest Florida. Yet low humidity levels, feeling really terrific. If you have plans this evening, temperatures are going to cool off quickly under those clear skies. Overnight lows are going to drop into the upper 40s, near 50 degrees, and then a nice warm up in store for us tomorrow. We'll let you know how warm, and you haven't been able to do much boating because of all the winds. We'll have the boating forecast for you coming up in just a few.
When you see weather happening, please take a picture, record some video, and send it to us so we can put you on TV. Storm Patrol at fox4now.com.
It's happening again for the second time in just 3 days now. Problems being reported with a Carnival cruise ship. This time it's the Carnival Legend, which has canceled a stop in Grand Cayman and is headed back to the port of Tampa after the company says a technical issue began affecting the ship's sailing speed. Now, this comes just a day and a half after Carnival's Dream ship had problems with a generator forcing passengers to be flown home from St. Martin. And that's not all. Last Saturday, a third ship, the Carnival Elation, had to be escorted by a tugboat in New Orleans for a minor steering issue. And the fourth, you probably remember well, the stranded Carnival Triumph last month. So all of this has to be affecting the travel industry, right? New at 6, 4 Your Corner's Kelly Stegeman is finding out.
Emily, on Facebook, we've had quite a few viewers telling us that they have cruises coming up soon and are having second thoughts. Even one Fort Myers woman I talked to. So it makes sense that now would be a great time to get a deal on cruises. Well, think again.
And it's making me think that I might have booked the wrong cruise.
Ryan Allen is having a cruise conflict.
I booked a cruise for April 29th through May 4th on the Carnival Victory.
She booked it as a surprise for her boyfriend's birthday, and now with Carnival's recent problems, she's been the one surprised.
I'm very honestly turning it over in my head to go with another cruise line.
But that means she'll only get half of her money back.
Hasn't changed anything yet.
Natasha Kular with Fort Myers Travel North says she isn't getting any requests for cruise cancellations.
So when are you going to get me a balcony for nothing?
Rather, jokesters on the line looking for a cruise discount. But
I'm working on cruises now for next year, and they're actually higher.
And she adds, seas are safe.
We have maritime laws, we have inspections, you have international, domestic inspection, you have your Coast Guard. Everybody's going to be checking everything.
Natasha says most people know the good still outweighs the bad.
People still look at it. I pay once, I get to go away, I'm catered to. I can gain my 5 pounds, and I'm happy.
So you say at this point, no reason to fret?
No.
Ryan isn't so sure and is asking Carnival for a full refund.
If they're not willing to do that, then I'm going to basically just suck it up and go and cross my fingers and hope that nothing's going to happen.
A AAA spokesman I talked to today also said they're seeing cruise prices go up. But for the most part, the cruise industry is expected to keep sailing along. Kelly Stegeman, Fox 4, in your corner.
Meanwhile, more passengers from the Carnival Dream are headed home tonight. This is video from earlier today of passengers heading to the airport in St. Martin. Carnival has said it's paying for the flights of all passengers as they head home. Passengers trying to see the silver lining as their vacations are cut short.
I was glad that they stopped and took care of their people on the boat and not put us at risk getting halfway back to port and then stopping and not being able to go any further.
Tonight, several hundred cruise passengers are already back in the U.S. after arriving at Orlando's airport earlier today. This tragic accident in South Florida, a piece of machinery toppling over at Port Everglades, killing 2 workers. The workers dying when a scissor lift toppled over early this morning. This is the Fort Lauderdale area. The crash also injuring another worker. Emergency officials say the 2 victims died right at the scene while the other injured worker was taken to the hospital. Still not clear what caused this deadly accident. Our Miami Music Festival will go on as scheduled tonight despite a stage collapse that left 3 people hurt. The collapse happening yesterday on the main stage of the Ultra Music Festival in downtown Miami. The mishap sending the workers plunging 30 feet.
It came down on 2 of them. One just narrowly missed it, being caught by the debris, and then one guy who witnessed this whole thing was pretty traumatized. Luckily, the crew that was here, along with the paramedics that were here working, were able to remove most of that debris and get them to the hospital as quickly as possible.
Federal inspectors have been at the scene all day to inspect the stage and make sure it's safe for concert goers. The music festival is expected to draw more than 300,000 people.
The Republican Party is rallying its base after the defeat of Mitt Romney in November as they meet for their annual conference in Washington. The Conservative Political Action Conference, also known as CPAC, is meeting this weekend. The event speakers include congressional heavy hitters like Senator Marco Rubio. And as they search for the best path forward, some recommend Republicans return to traditional values.
There is an idea. The idea is called America, and it still works.
We've had a tough election last November, and it's perfectly appropriate to study what happened.
There's also a big push at this year's conference to re-examine how the party can reach out to young and Hispanic voters who in large part voted for Democrats in November. Cape Coral is working on a law that would require fire sprinklers in all new homes, but find out why one person says it's illegal.
Four in the corner telling you the top scams you're most likely to fall victim to and how you can protect yourself.
If you're a fan of the popular internet cafes in Southwest Florida, you might have to say goodbye to them. Find out why next.
It was a beautiful day across Southwest Florida. We've been using the power of 4 to scan the skies. Not a raindrop out there, but we do have some terrific weather in your forecast. Warmer for the weekend. We'll let you know how warm coming up.